Hey, this is Jeff, the HODL review coming to you from On the Chain. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about real estate tokenization. Now, is this a solution that is seeking out a problem, or is it a real solution solving a problem? Now, today that's exactly what we're going to look at. We're going to look at two specific companies. One, we're going to look at crowd real estate investment by tradition methodology, and then we're going to contrast that to a solution that's actually providing for real estate tokenization. Now, to do that, we're going to look at two specific companies in Switzerland. The first one is called Crowdsource or Crowdhouse.ch. You can go check that out. And they are giving you direct access to Swiss investment properties, really with a starting investment of around 100,000 Swiss franc. The other is SwissRealcoin.io. And if you check that one out, again, SwissRealcoin.io. This is Switzerland's first real estate crypto token. Their mission is really to revolutionize and automate the real estate asset management. They have a unique blockchain software called MIA, which is Management and Investment Assistant. Now, over the past year, we've seen other companies that have popped up that are trying to get into a similar. They want to provide tokenization, or they want to provide a solution for real estate to go into blockchain. And we've talked about it before, but this space is really in its infancy. And as we look at the needs for blockchain, we still have this question that remains. So if you have companies like Crowdhouse.ch that are successfully building crowdsource investment with traditional software, they're tracking investment, they're tracking the properties, they're tracking costs of property maintenance, any other relevant fees. They are also obviously tracking and managing payouts to the investors, and they're doing so accurately and timely. Now, if you look back, there's other solutions out there. If you think about like Prosper.com, now I've been investing in that space for years. They can return an average return of anywhere from like 5 up to 10, 11, 12, 13%. Really depends on how risk adverse you are. And that's been without the blockchain, and they've been relatively successful doing so. So what is it exactly about blockchain and tokenization that can change what already exists somewhat and really seemingly successful? What can it mean for a business that holds and manages a real estate portfolio, as well as the investors that are really investing their money? Now, here are some things that actually stood out for me. I'll put this list together. So we look at reduction of cost, transparency of process, better automation of investments, better, more automated mechanism to assign ownership stake, faster, less costly, more transparent mechanism for monthly profit payout process, and open up investment opportunities really to smaller investors. I think that's really important. Now, if we look at Swiss Real Coin, they're actually changing the way an investor's ownership would be represented. So it's interesting. It really is interesting. They're building a growing portfolio of commercial properties. They have distribution of the token, really to provide transparency and liquidity to the holder, and giving 24/7 access to the portfolio, I think, is in and of itself really a game changer. So this can really be a disruptive factor in commercial real estate investment. If you think about it, I think it's different. This is my opinion. So obviously you guys will have your own opinions on it, but again, it's really allowing access to small investment amounts. So if you look at Crowdsource, they require 100,000 minimum, 100,000 Swiss franc minimum. Now, tokenization could be smaller amounts. This could be 100, it could be 1,000. And at this point, obviously it's Swiss franc because this is where it's located. What's more, when it goes onto the blockchain, it's actually giving investors more control on how they can buy or sell their investment. So if the token's available on an exchange, this token is then fully liquid and can be then bought and sold 24/7. So that gives a lot more control to the investor than through a traditional means. Now, if you look at Prosper, you can still sell, but you're tied up for a period of time. So if it's tokenized or any of these other real estates that aren't tokenized, you're tied up and your money's tied up. So here, when it's tokenized and you can be bought and sold, obviously that's clearly understood. Providing full automation of the process, I think, is really important. And really, a final takeaway on this is transparency, which would provide investors with all of the pertinent information on the company itself, how they're managing their portfolio, data on the properties held, real-time profit loss statements, and really monitoring of their investment monthly. You want to see what's going on. You want to see quarterly and annual profit payouts. You also want to be able to see, again, profit loss statements. I think that's really important to see real-time profit loss statements as this develops. Now, what do you guys think about this? Is the tokenization of real estate investment a solution in search of a problem, or is it a real solution to a real problem? I would love to hear your guys' feedback and comments on this. Now, if you haven't done so already, please remember to hit the thumbs up. If you're new to On the Chain, hit subscribe, then hit the bell to receive notifications every time a new video is dropped. And if you want to hear from the other content creators, and I think it's a great opportunity for you to do so, go visit our website, which is onthechain.io. There you're going to find the other content creators. We will be putting up videos, podcasts, and blogs. So you'll get all the latest on onthechain.io as the website builds and as more and more content starts developing. So again, look forward to seeing you on the next video. And until then, this is Jeff with the HODL review right here on the Chain.